landed on Nar Shaddaa. Few on that world will be pleased to see you, I'm afraid. Nar Shaddaa is a den of corruption, excess, and gang violence. It is ruled by a crime syndicate, the Hutt cartel, that takes a cut from every black deed.
Surely someone must stand up to this Hutt cartel.
The cartel deals badly with those who say no. But now, despite its power, the Hutt cartel is clashing with a new group called the Guiding Hand. The Guiding Hand's followers are fanatically loyal to an unknown leader. I believe this leader is Duras Fane, one of the missing Jedi Masters.
Blind obedience to a secret leader. If it is Fane, he's got the makings of an army.
That is my fear. Fane is an undisciplined maverick, but he has great charisma, incredible skill at influencing others through the Force. This Guiding Hand has attacked cartel spice shipments, operations Fane despises, in a way that shouts Fane's tactics. It's him. I know it.
Ill or not, he's right about opposing the Hutt cartel.
Even fighting the Guiding Hand, the cartel is immensely powerful, second only to the Republic and the Empire. So far, the Hutt cartel has tolerated, even aided the Republic. But if it discovers a rogue Jedi is hurting business...
The Republic can manage without scraps from a gangster's table.
But what if the cartel were allied with the Empire instead? We must find Fane before the Hutt cartel discovers his involvement. I have a contact on Nar Shaddaa who can help you, named Tharan Cedrax. Tharan is a professor of exotechnology. He was once a friend of mine, and of Fane's.
That's not a science I'm familiar with.
Tharan specializes in technology thought to originate outside the galaxy itself. Fascinating and quite over my head. Tharan has offices on Nar Shaddaa's promenade. He's usually there, if he's not nurturing his genius in a casino. Good luck. And don't underestimate Duras Fane, Jedi. His gifts of persuasion are unsurpassed.
Hello, and welcome to the offices of Dr. Tharan Cedrax. My name is Holiday, and I'm pleased to assist you. If you have an appointment, please make yourself comfortable while... Oh my goodness. It's rare to greet such a distinguished customer. I'd save your picture to my permanent drive, but that might upset my dear Tharan.
If Tharan can tear himself away from such a beautiful... person, he deserves to be upset.
Very nice. But you lose points for the hesitation. I'm a fully sentient holographic life form, unique in the galaxy, or so Tharan says. You're a Jedi, aren't you? If you're here to see Tharan, he's... Well, I've been waiting for him to get back. For hours and hours.
Perhaps he's delayed. Does he often just disappear?
No, never. We can't bear to be apart, you see. Tharan had a special order to design a weapon, and the customer wanted him to deliver the prototype to the Nikto sector. The aliens there hate humans. The Republic. Hygiene. He should never have agreed to go.
With the Force on my side, I'll find him.
I promise. I'll be ever so grateful if you do. The meeting place is in the Nikto sector's Starship Chop Shop. It sounds like a nasty place. Please be careful.
Don't be an imbecile. The weapon's obviously my creation. If you use it against the Hutt cartel, I'll be looking for my vertebrae in a trash compactor. Deal's off.
Manchi doti puna puna. Kabuk nuni snemo.
Threatening people in front of a Jedi isn't clever.
Chobot I kafstuan dile jihulo Hutta.
I'm begging you, please don't get him started on this again.
O grani tampio da pushi wompa. Pu tulamusta.
Who is this master you keep talking about? What's his name?
Kun hukka taba tata kipuna. Kabano tase ma kipuna. Mali tuta odmishka.
I dislike being told what to do.
Wonki atacha kapa donka. Jisa picha.
That was gratifying. You rarely see delinquents getting their just desserts on this world. I'd have talked him around eventually, but I won't say no to heavily armed assistance. Unless you can mount intelligence on a wall, I'm afraid I wouldn't be a very tempting target.
I just saved your life. A little gratitude wouldn't be out of place.
My apologies. This has all been very trying. Tharan Cedrax, professor and exo-engineer at your service. Not that many around here respect my genius, especially those Nikto. Challenge the Hutt cartel? Where'd they get such delusions of grandeur?
I think you know the man responsible.
So Juris Fane has a vendetta against the Hutt cartel. If any Jedi Master would risk it, Fane's the one. That's why I was right. If the Hutts find out Fane is behind this guiding hand business, it'll leave the Republic high and dry.
Master CEO said you could help me find him.
Unfortunately, it's been years since we last spoke. But if Fane is using Nar Shaddaa's gangs, perhaps that's our opening. I know a local gang, the Red Light Lancers. A bunch of tech specialists and slicers of ill repute. Rumor is, they're part of this guiding hand.
I need to be in that gang. A Jedi Master wouldn't need slicers unless he was planning something big.
I suspect you're right. But you'll need to prove your expertise. I suppose this prototype would do it, though I hate to part with it.
I'd owe you a favor.
When you put it that way. Here you are. And here, I always wear an earpiece at handover so I can call my assistant Holiday. With this, we can speak privately. Here's the location. I'll return to my office. If Fane is using some kind of mind control, I have research to do. This is Tharan Cedrax. Can you read me, Jedi?
Have the Lancers agreed to meet?
The Lancers leapt at the chance to hire me. Their boss, Klasia, is at the meeting ground right now.
Where's Tharan Cedrax? The darkness is coming. The Lancers need the man who solved the Meraki uplink paradox, not some unplugged Jedi.
At least he can appreciate good work.
Forget this. I have to get Tharan Cedrax for the job. Master's orders.
I'm as good as Cedrax at half the price. Here's an example of my work.
Impressive. But the Master said get Cedrax. Even a Jedi's no good. Bet you don't even know what a D3TR port is.
A D3TR port is used to fix computer spikes. Basic stuff. He's playing with you.
I came here in good faith, not to have my intelligence slighted.
Okay, sorry, don't bust a gimbal. So if you were gonna slice Nar Shaddaa's traffic control towers, what channel would you cut?
Any channel, I suppose. Apart from 552, too risky.
552 is the only channel that would present a real challenge.
Seriously? Impressive. None of my people can crack cartel security. Welcome to the Red Light Lancers and the Guiding Hand, brother. Serve the Master well.
I've heard a lot about your Master. I'm anxious to pay my respects.
Sorry, no fresh recruits see the Master, however good they are. The Master wanted Tharan Cedrax for a special job. It'll do for your initiation test, if you live. The Hutt cartel shares a bunch of spice factories with the Empire in the lower industrial sector. The Master wants them destroyed.
Sounds dangerous. I'll take care of it.
Go to the Defense Network control room and disrupt the protocols on the primary control node. That'll trigger the factory's automated defenses. Turrets, droids, poison gas, the factories and their workers will be wiped out. The Hutt cartel will see what the Guiding Hand can do.
I'd hoped Nar Shaddaa would bring a true challenge.
We should have recruited you sooner. I'll be monitoring the cartel's defense network, so I'll know exactly when the job is done. Don't keep us waiting.
That's a tricky proposition, Jedi. Meet me at my offices. I'll get started on a way to help you.
Oh, Tharan. What a deliciously daring idea. I'll have to watch out, in case you get any more.
Dearest Holiday, I always save my finest inspiration for you.
I'll just wait outside until this is all over.
Ah, hello again. I believe I promised to help destroy those Hutt cartel factories for the Lancers, and I found the perfect solution. A few years ago, I acquired a Sith Overseer's ID. I've modified it with the permissions to trigger those defenses, kill everyone, and bring the factories down.
I don't want my mission to fail because they changed a password.
I take pride in my work, Jedi. Those permissions will bring the whole system down. The Defense Network control room will be near the factories in the lower industrial sector. Once you reach it, I'll help you from there. I don't envy you. That sector's a toxic nightmare, besides which there's Imperial soldiers, patrol droids, and worse.
Stop right there. This is an Imperial control station. I'm authorized to use deadly force protecting cartel Imperial interests. State your business or get out.
You dare impede a Sith in his duties? I should cut you down where you stand.
An inspection? Please forgive me. I meant no disrespect. Productivity is down, but we'll drive the workers harder. Double our quota next month.
The wealth of the Empire is at stake. Incompetence will be punished.
I'll see to it personally that matters improve.
Perhaps your officers would be more motivated if they saw what happens when the Sith are displeased.
But I've served the Empire loyally. You wouldn't... I mean, one mistake surely can't...
The order's been given, sir. I know better than to question a Sith. Please excuse us. We should file the standard report.
Good work, Jedi. The primary control node is active. To destroy the factories, insert the ID I gave you. It'll corrupt the protocols on that node and set the defenses off.
Jedi, it's Clage. I've been monitoring the Hutt Cartel's defense network. Protocols are down. Those factories are ripping themselves apart. Great work.
Any other Hutt Cartel targets in need of some special attention?
Oh, slow down. Don't you want your big reward? The Master himself has heard about you. He wants you to be presented to him, in person.
The Master realizes he has a powerful new ally.
The Master's waiting at our headquarters in the red light sector. It's in an old store. Here, I'll upload it to your map. Don't be long. Our fight against the Hutt Cartel is heating up, and the Master doesn't like delays.
Come, Jedi, don't keep me waiting. I've been looking forward to this, ever since Clasia mentioned his new star. Poor Clasia. Good slicer, but he really should get out more. He's almost as out of touch as the Jedi Council. Tell me, is C.O. Bakarn lightened up, or is he still the same old stuffed robe?
The plague is saying this, not you.
This plague has enlightened me. Those Jedi rules, I rarely bothered with them before, but now I see them for what they are. But I don't have the patience to explain. In fact, you've become a nuisance I need to eliminate.
These actions only bring you closer to the dark side. They will destroy you.
Good grief. It's like listening to my old master all over again. I'd love to duel you myself, but the darkness is coming. Destroying the Hutt Cartel demands my full attention. Kill him. I want his head when it's finished.
I thought so. Holiday, my dear, would you oblige?
Of course. Oh my, Fane hasn't covered his tracks very well. I'll just untangle the signal.
Holiday? You're a slicer?
When I found Holiday, I discovered this enchanting woman was supported by a computer network of incredible sophistication. With so much untapped runtime, it seemed a waste not to teach her about slicing.
Found him! Fane's signal traces back to... Shadowtown.
Whatever Shadowtown is, Fane won't be hiding there long.
Wait, Jedi. You can't just run in there.
Shadowtown is an Imperial prison for the most dangerous prisoners in the galaxy. Well-nigh impenetrable. The security there is the best on Nar Shaddaa.
The Empire wouldn't waste that much security on merely violent prisoners.
Shadowtown houses anyone the Empire needs to watch but can't control. Assassins, insane scientists, experimental specimens. Shadowtown has such exceptional security because the builders had it designed by the best minds, including myself. Come back to my offices and we'll parse the problem. I also have something to help you against Fane.
Please, I have nothing but respect for the Hutt Cartel. But this is... They say a Jedi's behind this guiding hand. We've seen a Jedi coming out of these offices. Start talking, Cedrax.
I have business with the Professor. You can talk to him another time.
I don't think so. I'm with the Hutt cartel, investigating rumors that the Jedi run the guiding hand. Cedrax worked for them, and now here you are. I'll have to report this.
I'm just a friend of Dr. Cedrax. As for this guiding hand, I assure you no Jedi are involved.
Funny, because word is that a Jedi Master's behind it.
The Jedi have nothing whatsoever to do with the guiding hand. Report that to your masters.
I guess the Jedi have nothing to do with the guiding hand. Sorry to have bothered you.
That was too close. The Hutt cartel is closing in on Fane. And for a moment there, you sounded like him. Like we don't have enough trouble. Holiday pinpointed Fane deep in Shadowtown's residential area. There's dozens of cameras, guards, and crazed prisoners between us and him.
You handle the cameras. I'll handle the prisoners. For the guards, we can set a distraction.
I like your approach. In terms of Fane's mind control ability, I have a little something to handle that.
A little something? You're so modest, Tharan.
I've been consulting with Master Sayo Bakarn, and I've built an exotech device that should prevent Fane from brainwashing us.
How can a device obstruct a Jedi's influence?
It paralyzes the part of the forebrain that's active when a Jedi tries to impose his will. It'll give Fane a short, sharp shock. Shadowtown. I never planned to see it in person. But I'm ready when you are, Jedi. Wait, Jedi. I need to scramble the Shadowtown camera uplink from here, but if the guard spots any glitches, he'll sound the alarm.
Don't fret. He won't see a thing.
We only need a minute to muss up the camera uplink. When we're through, he won't notice the difference.
Hey, I didn't know there were Jedi prisoners here. Get back from the guard tower.
It's over for you.
Wait, prisoners don't count. Help!
I've marked our next target on your map. We should hurry. We can cut the power to Fane's hideout here, but it's complicated. It'll take some time.
Don't worry about that. I'll protect you.
Holiday, darling, a little help?
Almost forgot to... Hey! What's going on?
Sorry. You picked the wrong moment to return.
Alert! Alert! We've got an infiltrator!
Never suspect the scientists. Must be weakness. Fane's hideout has lost all power. Any security systems will be shut down. Thank you for having my back, Jedi.
Don't mention it, Tharan.
This is our chance. We should hurry.
Very good, Jedi. You survived both my Morgukai and this dank little town. Yuan Par taught you well.
Master Yuan was struck by the same plague that afflicts you. My strength is my own.
Poor Yuan. She was always so vibrant. Has dear Yuan ever told you about Malachor III? The truth, I mean.
During our mission, we had quite the affair. She was something in the day, and her advances became irresistible.
You and Master Yuan? That's not an image I needed.
Our passion. It paved the way for darkness to enthrall the others, and destroy our friend, Parkanis Tark.
That memory tormented me for years. But now I'm free. Free of guilt, free of fear.
The evil of the plague is destroying you, and you refuse to see it.
Fane, if the Hutt cartel finds out about you, the Republic's finished out here. This has to stop.
My, you got Tharan Cedrax to care about something, Jedi. That's a gift I want on my side. Now, serve me and... What the... what is that thing?
A little trifle of exotech, to ensure you won't be influencing my Jedi friend.
Ugh, my head. I should have known you'd bring one of your damn toys.
How does it feel to have your mind attacked, Fane? That's exactly what your victims felt.
How dare you? You think you can challenge me?
Just as I programmed. Isn't your day?
Enough, I yield. But kill me. Kill 1,000, it doesn't matter. Lord Vivicar will never stop.
Lord Vivicar? Tell me, Fane. Who is he? Where can I find him?
Like darkness, Vivicar is everywhere. In everything.
His condition's deteriorating. We should act quickly.
Good. Fane's already down. That saves us some trouble.
Save whom some trouble? What's going on?
I'm an official representative of the Hutt cartel, and that man belongs to us. The guiding hand has gone too far. Jedi don't get to interfere with our business, not without consequences. Hand Fane over, or the Republic sees what unhappy Hutts can do.
Tell me what the cartel has planned for him.
Fane will be an example to our enemies.
The kind of example you have to scrub out of the carpet, yes?
If the Hutts don't get him, every Republic agent on Nar Shaddaa will find their lives suddenly complicated.
The Order is powerful, and we don't forget our friends. Compassion would be rewarded.
A favor from the Jedi is a valuable commodity. I guess we can negotiate with your council over the details. Okay, Fane's yours. But we will collect, Jedi.
Sooner or later, the Hutt cartel will crumble.
Only on the day crime doesn't pay. Goodbye.
You made a break in the darkness, but it is only momentary.
The darkness won't trouble you anymore.
I feel better. Much better. Wait, you look pale. Are you all right? You woke me from that nightmare. I've done some terrible things, haven't I?
A true Jedi would have fought the darkness, instead of reveling in it.
I've never been a true Jedi. All of this. But fighting the Hutt cartel wasn't wrong. Jedi should battle evil, not appease it.
The Order should take the battle to the Hutt someday.
And I'd be at the forefront. But not today.
Once I've freed the gang leaders, I'll return to Tython. I'm sure C.O. Bakarn is already preparing to lecture me.
Do consider listening this time, Fane. It might save you some tribulation in the future.
Maybe so. Thank you. Both of you. I owe you my sanity and my life.
Congratulations on your handling of Fane. Not to mention the Hutt cartel.
Tharan, honey, someone's been calling our offices. Master C.O. Bakarn of the Jedi Council, asking for our friend to call back.
Master C.O. should know what happened right away.
I suppose. I should get back to my offices. Genius never takes a vacation. This was fun. Like old times with C.O. and Fane. Anyway, glad I could be of assistance. Take care, Jedi.
Tharan, look over there. Hey, Jedi, yoo-hoo!
Ah, here he is. The gallant Jedi. You took your time.
Is something wrong? Do you need my help?
After our thrilling sojourn in Shadowtown, I came back to all the contracts piled up on my desk. Humdrum. tedious, boring. And I realized Nar Shaddaa's charms have staled. I want adventure, excitement, to see something of the galaxy. So, in exchange for a single billet on your ship, you can have the tech expertise of Dr. Tharan Cedrax exclusively at your disposal. What do you think?
You aren't leaving Holiday behind, are you?
Wherever my Tharan goes, I go. I promise I don't take up any space. This software shell is quite slimming.
Now, how could you say no to her, Jedi? Just one thing. I call first on any exotech or lovely females we happen to encounter.
Tharan, you're so naughty. I don't know why I put up with you.
Because you're a paragon of virtue and tolerance, my dear. Now, shall we go?
I've heard a report from Nar Shaddaa. The Guiding Hand has disbanded, and the Hutt cartel has withdrawn its vendetta. Your handling of the cartel was extremely impressive. Diplomatic skill under pressure is a rare gift. Now, perhaps Duras Fane can be rehabilitated.
Fane's unconventional, but gifted. Don't force him to be something he's not.
I suppose great talent often comes with great flaws. I am glad your mission on Nar Shaddaa was a success, but now I have an urgent matter that requires your attention. We received a distress signal from the Republic's starship Karida, and we suspect it's plague-related.
Is there a Jedi Master on board?
No, not a Master. A Jedi passenger. She has lost her mind and killed several people. Of particular interest, the Jedi in question is Lorana Fane, Master Duras Fane's daughter. Fane is on his way back to Tython, but I've asked him to join us over Holo. I thought he should be kept informed.
I should hope so, Sile. Being a Jedi doesn't stop me from caring about my own daughter.
Do you think the plague is spread through families?
No, but this can't be a coincidence either. Vivicar chooses his targets for a reason. You will dock in the ship's forward section, where Lieutenant Bella Wynn and her men have managed to find safety. Find Lorana Fane, shield her if you can, and see what you can learn. Go with care.
Hold your fire, men! Hold your fire! It's the Jedi the Council sent. Sorry, Jedi. We're all a little on edge.
I understand. You have every right to be on edge.
Thanks. We've contained Lorana, but I don't know what to do. She was a great passenger at first. Happy, smart, interested in the ship. But then we were hit by an Imperial ambush. Lorana fought them off, almost died from her wounds. After a day or so, she started talking strange, and then the slaughter.
What was she saying that seemed odd?
Always the same thing. Darkness. The darkness is coming. But wait, that started later. After the ambush, we put out a call for medical assistance, and a Jedi Master answered. He healed her right up. He was odd, though. Had these horrible scars he kept covering. Never said his name. You know, Lorana was different after he left.
It's possible he wasn't a Jedi at all.
But he healed her. The girl's as strong as a Rancor. It was a struggle, but we managed to trap her in the aft section. If I can just...
Lieutenant Wynn, Lorana's slicing into the Karida systems. She's taking over the whole ship. She'll start shutting down life support soon.
No! Jedi, please! You're the only one who stands a chance of stopping her! Do whatever you have to. Just don't let Lorana kill any more of my men!
I won't let you down.
Thank you. I'll release the lockdown for a moment to let you in, but I won't risk Lorana getting out. There's a comm device back there. Contact me when you've taken care of her, and I'll release the lockdown again so you can leave. Good luck.
Oh, what have we here? A little engineer poking around where he shouldn't. I wonder what this button does. Oh, was that the airlock? Silly me. Bye-bye, little engineer.
It's time you answered for your crimes, Lorana Fane.
My crimes? You're so silly. The ship is nearly under my control. Isn't it wonderful? The darkness is coming, but it won't take me.
We can stop the darkness together. Just listen to me first.
I won't be fooled. You belong to the darkness. Lord Vivicar explained everything when he healed me. But you're not going to kill me, Jedi. I won't let you.
Now, just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that.
No! I won't let the darkness take me. Go away or I'll open the airlock. I'd rather die than be taken.
Please, Lorana. I can shield you from the darkness.
Lies! Lord Vivicar warned me about your lies. The Jedi just betray and kill each other, he said. He's going to make me his apprentice.
And what about the innocents you've killed? What about the crew?
But the crew are... No. What have I done? I was going to visit my father. Then there was the ambush. And the healer came. Lord Vivicar. No. No, the darkness is coming. I can't stop it.
Don't worry, Lorana. Everything's going to be all right.
What did you do? You look so weak. But Lord Vivicar's voice is gone. The voice in my head. How did you do it?
A shielding ritual that blocks Vivicar's influence. The same ritual that saved your father.
But it's taken a lot out of you. And the difference for me, it's like night and day. I just can't believe I let that monster make me do those terrible things. I'm sorry. I'm going to lock myself in the brig until we reach a port. I don't trust myself.
Lorana, my child, my Jedi. So, you have robbed me of a most promising student. As if that will delay the inevitable. You Jedi are an endless source of amusement.
Is that why you created this plague? For your amusement?
For power. I was once a Jedi like yourself. A mindless drone to the Order's precious code. There is no emotion, only peace. I believed, but the teachings of the Dark Lord Terek Morridge showed me the error of my ways. Thousands of years ago, Morridge's hatred nearly crushed the Jedi. That is true power.
Show yourself in person. We'll see how powerful you are.
How much of your own strength have you sacrificed to shield the Masters? You know how the originator of that technique died, don't you? He sacrificed too much of himself and perished nameless. Everyone I have ever touched could fall to this plague. You cannot shield them all.
I will find another way to stop you.
My power is already beyond your comprehension, and every moment makes me stronger. You are too late. I've already won.
I've restored Lorana Fane to the light. She's in the brig and won't cause any harm.
Are you sure, Jedi? I mean, she killed a lot of my people.
I know. She will face justice for it. Don't worry.
I trust you. You saved our lives, and if Lorana's in the brig, she should be secure there. I'll report back to Master CO immediately. You should do the same. Once we get the ship back under control, we'll set a course for Coruscant. Thank you for everything, Jedi.
I've just received Bellowin's report. I'm so glad Lorana Fane is shielded and well.
Thank you for my daughter's life. I have to go to her.
Did you manage to learn anything more about Lord Vivicar, the Plague Master?
He claimed that he was once a member of our order.
I'm listening. So this scarred man who healed Lorana Fane is Lord Vivicar. Amazing work, Jedi.
I never thought I'd say it, but good riddance to Nar Shaddaa. Nobody on that wretched moon has a speck of imagination. Take my little business. If I wasn't building devices to cheat the casinos, I was being nagged for new weapons.
So being sought out and admired for creating wonders of technology, that meant nothing to you?
Well, I suppose there were compensations.
Now, we get to travel in the most darling ship. Although, I can't bear your ship's computer architecture. It's so frumpy. Mind if I give it a little flair?
Will this flare interfere with it being completely operational?
No, don't you worry about a thing.
Holiday has quite the talent for making herself at home. Better leave her to it. So, lead on, Jedi. Just one moment, Jedi. Holiday's latest viral safeguards need to upload. Quite a weighty update this week.
Someone's been busy. I should give this my full attention. Good night.
Holiday. You are unique indeed.
She mentioned being more than a hologram, but little else.
Holiday? She's a holographic life form. Alive in all important ways, but without the inconveniences of a physical body. Her former owner never appreciated Holiday's potential. That's a Hutt for you.
You'd crossed paths with the Hutt cartel before we met.
Oh no, I encountered him on Hutta. Glorzo, his name was. He collected rare technology, but he thought Holiday was just a novelty hologram. Imagine. I made a generous offer, but some scavenger had already struck a deal for her. So, Glorzo saw the chance for a little fun.
You make a good living. How could a simple scavenger compete with your funds?
I was between clients, and Hutta has expensive diversions. Glorzo proposed a contest. The scavenger and I would head into the Val asteroid field, hopefully surviving more than 2 minutes. The first to bring back a stone from the Rukabi Major asteroid would win dear Holiday.
I hear approaching Rukabi Major is suicidal. There's too much debris around it.
I had the last laugh. Clever piloting is no match for knowing certain navigational algorithms. I got the stone, returned days before the scavenger, and exchanged it for sweet Holiday.
So you heroically rescued Holiday from the grip of a cruel Hutt and won her heart.
Someday it'll make an excellent holonovel. But what's the past to the present? And we have things to do. Excellent. We have a mystery. A package was hand-delivered to the ship. No name, aside from mine. No return address. The package contained a letter on flimsiplast, sealed inside a glass capsule. Nothing else.
Maybe the letter has some answers.
The capsule has a marvelously puzzling lock. I've never seen such craftsmanship. Once I get it open and read the letter, hopefully I can assuage my curiosity.
This is so exciting. I wonder who it's from.
Probably some old flame getting revenge on Tharan.
They know better than to try getting Tharan's attention again.
I'll get to work on this lock. If you're right, we'll know soon enough. This is absolutely intolerable. I finally get that blasted capsule's lock open and the letter inside? Pure gibberish.
Jedi, you can make this all better, can't you?
Listen to this. AH3 20 SH4. And that's just one line.
Maybe you've attracted a mechanical admirer.
I know my limits, Jedi. AH3. 3. Ah. This isn't a message, it's a chemical formula. And the letter itself smells strange. I thought it was the capsule, but what if applying the chemical to the letter had some effect?
That formula looks very complex, and you don't have a laboratory.
An excellent point.
Oh, let me make that chemical. I can do it in a snap, and I simply have to know what's on that letter.
Thank you for your inspiration, Jedi. Please excuse us. There's so much to do. I have unfortunate news. Do you remember our mystery capsule and the letter? Holiday made the chemical just as she promised. I thought applying it to the letter was the answer. But when I tried, it completely dissolved. We are left only with vapors.
There must be something else you can try.
That chemical is the answer. I know it. But without another lead... Wait. The capsule the letter came in. I kept it to study the lock. I could apply the chemical to that instead.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Your generosity does you credit, but I have everything under control. Holiday, come back online, my dear. We have a new avenue of inquiry. Success! Our mystery capsule has finally yielded its secrets. Converting the chemical to a gas was the ticket. We managed to fill the capsule.
And all these words started glowing on the inside. We found the real message. Isn't that super?
You must be very proud of yourselves.
It gets better.
The message is from the Luminatus Club, a veritable who's who of the galaxy's finest scientific minds. An invitation to join them. The Luminatus Club only accepts the best. The pioneers in their field. All these years in obscurity. And my genius has finally been recognized.
These scientists must keep a low profile.
There's no point being an elite group if any riffraff can apply to join. This means I can enter the club's annual symposium. My creations against those of my fellow scientists. The symposium winner will be the darling of the Luminatus Club. It wouldn't be unreasonable to consider them the greatest scientist in the galaxy.
You'll need something truly special to stand a chance of winning.
I think universal adoration and the symposium's grand prize are worth pursuing. Don't you? Pardon me, Jedi. I must accept the club's invitation, then start thinking of the finest symposium entry ever created.
We felt it. A massive shift in the Force. The Masters you saved have reported a sudden improvement in their condition. The plague is over, thanks to you. And I sense Parkanis Tark for the first time in many years. How can that be?
Lord Vivicar, Parkanis has been freed from darkness.
I wouldn't have dreamed it possible. Perhaps there is hope for him. We persuaded the Republic to divert a starship to your location, just in case. The crew can bring Vivicar back to us. Thank you for all you have done. The Jedi Order owes its survival to you. Please, return to us on Tython. We wish to thank you in person, and we have a special reward for you.
We've been awaiting your return. Please, step forward.
You have saved untold lives through your defeat of Lord Vivicar and the destruction of the plague.
There's a title reserved for the most prestigious among us, whose wisdom and skill safeguard the galaxy. It hasn't been bestowed in thousands of years.
But you have proved worthy. Now, the Council names you Barsen'thor, Warden of the Order.
How many Jedi have been named Barsen'thor?
In all our millennia of history, you will be the third to carry the title, and not a moment too soon. We have need of you. We have received word that the Republic is facing a new threat.
I've yet to face anything I can't overcome.
We need time to prepare a war council. The Supreme Chancellor himself will be attending.
Take time to rest. And you should record your journey in the Jedi archives. History must know of your actions. Return to us when you feel ready. For now, the entire Order will know there is a new Barsen'thor among us.
Nothing like a well-deserved reward, eh, Jedi? It's no luxury cruise to Corellia, but still. That's quite the title you have.
I feel like I should curtsy.
There's still plenty of work for us, and I need your help. Are you in?
Please, Jedi. Dr. Tharan Cedrax never leaves a project unfinished. Well, without Vivicar's minions hounding us, the galaxy is vast and wide. Shall we? Do you have time for a chat with your fellow intellectuals?
We've been trying to think of the absolute perfect entry for the Illuminatus Club Symposium.
Nothing we've come up with has quite the spectacular edge I'm looking for. Any ideas?
Defense technology would be impressive. Something powerful enough to, say, destroy a whole Imperial fleet.
Building weapons of that caliber attracts tiresome attention. Still, you're on the right track. I need an unprecedented creation, something no one else could possibly be making. Yes. Perfect! I'll build a Vandrake generator. It was theorized by Dr. Gorman Vandrake centuries ago, but never realized.
As I recall, a Vandrake generator runs on a form of energy that doesn't exist.
A minor setback.
Besides, old Gorman Vandrake never knew about exotech, and he didn't have me to help.
A functioning Vandrake generator would prove a dozen theories, and cement my place in scientific history. Such a project! Sorry, Jedi, I really must get started. We've made some progress on the Vandrake generator. The initial equations have been difficult, but with Holiday's help, I'm almost ready to progress. I've just hit one small obstacle, and I'm sure you and I can handle that.
If I can do something to make your generator a success, just ask.
I find myself in need of inspiration. On Nar Shaddaa, a particular spiced wine was a marvelous tonic. A friend has offered to send me a case, if I get him an audience with the Jedi Council.
Why does he want to speak to the Council?
He's searching for new trade routes, I believe. Now, I have a message for the Council ready for your signature. What do you say?
The Council won't mind, I'm sure.
Excellent. I'll send word to him at once. My case of wine should arrive forthwith, and all shall be well. Thank you. The equations are done, and we're about to start building the actual Vandrake generator itself. But we're finding components hard to come by. My suppliers are being ludicrously unreasonable. What's an unpaid bill here or there? If only I could regain my supplier's favor, with, say, a note promising payment will be made, signed by someone trustworthy.
No one's more honorable than Gwaizen. Let's ask him.
Jedi, don't be silly. You know who he means.
You have the power to do me an immense kindness with one little signature. I'd be eternally grateful.
Give me the note and I'll guarantee payment for you.
Such generosity. I promise this is the last time I will intrude upon you. Thank you. I'll have the parts I need in no time. The Vandrake generator is finally taking shape. We're a step closer to victory at the symposium. Now we begin the most crucial stage, the generator's core. And another Illuminatus Club member, Shorjan Chalice, has offered to help with that.
Isn't Shorjan taking part in the symposium too?
Until the symposium itself, we are brothers in science. Besides, whatever his entry is, it can't possibly compete. Shorjan wants to trade some exotech for components I need, but I left my juicier exotech artifacts back at my store. You'll pardon me if I take a brief trip home to make the trade? We shan't be away for long.
This Shorjan is a stranger. I should come with you.
A kind offer, but Shorjan seems harmless. If I can't defend myself in my own store, I have greater problems than being attacked.
Don't you worry, Jedi. No one hurts my Tharan while I'm around.
Hopefully Shorjan will have all the components I need. The Vandrake generator's core is crucial to this entire endeavor. It's gratifying to know the security systems at my store are still intact. Shorjan Chalice sends his regards, by the way. Charming fellow, wrote his thesis on planetary shielding mechanics.
Remember, you'll be competing against him later at the symposium.
Oh, I'd quite forgotten that. Still, Shorjan actually had some salient advice to offer. Shorjan's components will certainly build the core of the Vandrake generator, but he claimed the stress of its operation will soon burn them out. My Vandrake generator will work, but it will work for a minute at most, before it is destroyed forever.
Your generator's going to be a landmark discovery. Is there nothing we can do?
The Vandrake generator is an impossible machine, Jedi. To make an impossible machine work at all is a scientific marvel. A moment's operation should be enough to win the symposium. But after that... Forgive me, Jedi, I should double-check Shorjan's calculations. There may be something else I've overlooked. Do you, have a moment?
If you want to talk, I'm always happy to listen.
You're a good friend, Jedi. I just spoke to Maven Wetter, head of the Luminatus Club. The symposium's coming up very soon. He said he's heard rumors about my Vandrake generator. Everyone's very... excited.
If they know the truth, they must realize they don't have a hope of winning.
I'm not so sure. I've nearly finished the generator, but Shorjan Chalice was right. When I turn it on, its core will be destroyed. That core is irreplaceable. Meaning, I have no way to test the generator before the symposium. Jedi, to be truly accepted by the scientific community's elite, I can't lose when I'm so close.
You'll certainly lose if you're too overwrought to work.
Yes. Only the Gendai flourish as a bundle of nerves. And they're all nervous tissue to begin with. I stand poised on the brink of finally proving my worth. The view is... dizzying. But so is the drop. I do believe I'm really feeling the benefits of some fresh air and exercise. Who would have thought? And the company of a true intellectual equal hasn't hurt either.
I'm glad I met you, Tharan.
I've refitted my equipment and streamlined Holiday's programming even further. Hopefully we should be of greater use to you. Besides, I should showcase my best work. Even in the thick of battle, you never know who's watching. What? Oh, please excuse me, Jedi. The last pieces of the Vandrake generator must have a precise exposure to the ship's engine core. I'll be right back.
Jedi, could I please talk to you for a minute? It's about Tharan.
Don't be upset. Just say what's on your mind.
You're so kind. Tharan's been working so hard for the symposium. It's all he talks about. It's just so rare for him to get a real challenge. I don't think he's handling it very well. Please, he listens to you. Is there anything you can do?
Having his genius tested will teach Tharan more than years of success.
I hope that's true. You're a good friend to us, Jedi. Both me and my sweet Tharan.
Holiday, did Tharan reprogram you to fall in love with him? Or is it your choice?
Well, what makes real people like you fall in love,
I suppose I can't answer that question.
I use software to feel, but feelings are more than that. Like your feelings are more than reacting chemicals. I love Tharan, so does it matter where that feeling came from? Nope. Not one bit.
Just in time. A moment longer and the irradiation would have gone too far.
Tharan, honey, why don't you take a break? With me.
No. Too much to do. Sorry, Jedi, I'll speak to you another time. My work is finally complete. The Vandrake generator. Dare I say, a masterpiece among masterpieces.
Tharan, I'm so proud of you. I think I'm gonna cry.
You've made scientific history today.
But it won't do any good sitting on the ship like a paperweight. The Luminatus Club Symposium only runs for a day. I must secure the generator for transport. Its core needs to be perfectly shielded. The core is very sensitive to nearby electronic systems, you see. Its processes could...
Are you doing all right?
Jedi, I am a complete idiot. The core of my Vandrake generator could have an application that I never considered. For Holiday. If I linked that core to Holiday's central processor, it could increase her sentience by a factor of 10, or more.
How would Holiday change if you gave her this core?
She'd be able to transcend most of her remaining technical limitations. Her slicing capability could increase, her personality would evolve. But if I remove the core, my Vandrake generator is useless. I won't have a hope of winning the symposium.
This is your future we're discussing. You deserve a say.
But Tharan's upset. I just want him to be happy.
There's no time to decide. The symposium's starting soon. The entire Illuminatus Club is expecting me. I have to attend. I'll be back soon. It appears I have secured my place in scientific history. As a laughingstock. There I stood at the podium, my fellow scientists hanging on my every word. I had only to turn on the Vandrake generator, but I couldn't do it. I saw Holiday and I couldn't. When I tried to explain, I was booed off the stage.
You're helping the person you care for, at the cost of your own dream.
Indeed. Thank you for giving me perspective. Now, Holiday, I think the core is ready. We can begin the installation.
Tharan, I'm scared. What if it changes me? What if I don't love you anymore?
Holiday, I am a fool dancing in your shadow. But whether you favor me or not, I will always belong to you.
Tharan, install it now, before I change my mind. Stacks 2 and 3 reinitializing. Transfer. Transfer.
Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Holiday, please speak to me.
Oh my, how embarrassing. That core is potent stuff.
Has the core made any difference yet?
Got more space. Like there's huge empty rooms waiting to fill up. It's exciting.
It'll take time for the change to fully propagate. Holiday's systems are very complex. But in the end, her personality and sentience will increase. Exponentially. I hope we'll be able to keep up. Jedi, Holiday and I have an announcement to make.
Then I hope it's a lovely wedding and you have a dozen hollow children.
Oh, Tharan, that's a thought.
Moving along, we've become rather addicted to the adventuring life. So we've decided to stay with you, indefinitely.
And my projected lifespan is long enough to keep you and any little Jedi out of trouble.
Trouble is eternal. I'll be glad to have you.
Wherever you go, you can always rely on Holiday and myself.
That's a promise.